What up? What up? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how everybody is wrong about the MPC and what an MPC really is and the idea of the MPC. And how there was commentary over the weekend for NAMM, and there wasn't so much commentary because of certain confidentialities, i.e. trying to figure out if a 3000 sounds better than everything else. But I have a certain theory on that, and this is just my theory. This is not anything that's concrete. This is just what I've witnessed for myself. But yeah, the jury has spoken. Everybody has spoken. Jermaine Dupri has spoken. Just Blaze has spoken. Jimmy Jam has spoken. Roger Lynn has spoken. And Brian Michael Cox has spoken. And they all spoke they piece and they truth on, you know what I'm saying, what they thought about Akai, MPC, and everything as a collective. But let's get to the lecture at hand. The lecture at hand is basically, you guys, I think you really think the MPC is some sort of device, and it's not that. The MPC is not a device. Just like Roger Lynn himself and all the devices he creates different devices, and he has created different devices throughout history that has changed music, even the Lindrum. But I say all that to say this is that these different devices is the idea of him trying to create a certain how can I say it? Something that you can control a whole studio with, but makes it easier for you to do production with. A centerpiece. An idea of a centerpiece. And that idea, at first, as far as creating a rhythm, was the Lindrum. And then he created the MPC, and the MPC became the centerpiece for everything because it could now control everything through MIDI. And now you can connect a whole network of instruments and control them through MIDI. Then from that, skipped ahead, he advanced on that technology and created a better sounding device, which a lot of people revere in the 3000. But all of that, and all of that time, even when it got to the 2000 XL, even when it got to the MPC X, even when it got all the way to the Covenant, the greatest MPC I would say is the 61, the Key 61, and even the Live, but the Key 61, it became something that was an idea, and the dream became true because of what it can do. Now, a lot of you out there want the good old days, and you probably have the same philosophy like me as I have in the automotive world. I like a lot of cars that are non-turbo, naturally aspirated, old school, a lot of Japanese cars that are fast and high performance. That's just what I like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of V12s from the 90s and 80s. That's what I like. That's my go-to. That's my philosophy in the automotive world. So I can get with you on the nostalgia of having something that's concretely sounding very, very good. But we are living in a time to where everything is programmable to make things sound well if you know what you're doing. And my way of using the Key 61, and everybody else uses the Key 61 different. Everybody else uses the MPC differently. That's why I say the MPC is an idea. It's not just one thing. I think everybody is looking for for it to do this one thing or this one particular task. And I'm not looking for that, and a lot of other people are not looking for that. A lot of other people, they don't really care. They're not asking the same question. But maybe it's the genre that they are creating, and maybe it's the genre that I'm creating. I don't really care too much about me sounding like a MPC 3000, because I can make it sound, if you're talking about making it sound good and loud, I can make it sound good and I can make it sound loud with the effects that I put on my different channels in my MPC Key 61. So no, I don't need the power of the 3000, or I don't need to work on a 3000, because then I subject workflow, and then I subject other things that I have to do that I can do differently in the MPC Key 61, which is modern. So no, I don't want to work on the 3000. I don't want to go, you know what I'm saying, back in time. Some people do, some people don't. But my thing is, everybody uses the MPC differently. I don't even sample a lot. The only time I sample is when I'm trying to put kicks or snares in a song, because I'm trying to sample different kicks and snares to make different percussion packages, programs inside of the Key 61. But other than that, I don't sample. So I don't need it. I don't need to use it for sampling. So I'm not using it the same way a lot of people are concerned with. They're saying the converters or whatever. I'm concerned with the output volume. The output volume on the basic device like the MPC Live wasn't as dynamic and as loud as my Key 61, because I got a Live too. I got a Live, not a Live 2, but I got a first edition Live, and it wasn't as loud as my Key 61. When I got my Key 61, it sounded like it sounded louder than I put it like this. My story of using the MPC is different, because I used to use the MPC with ASR 10. And so my history was a little different, because the patches that I had in the ASR 10, playing the different keys or whatever, playing different melodies in the ASR 10, and having the MPC as a actual drum machine, then moving from that and working with other people from having an MPC and then having a Triton, it's a little of having something to make your beats, and it's a little of having something that makes all your sounds. And I use it differently than everybody else. Now that I have the best of both worlds, and I got a little bit more because it's plugins that are the parameters on everything is controllable. So I can manipulate sounds, make them sound different. I can make them sound louder if I want to, based on the programming, because that's the way we make things sound loud in this era. People made things sound louder through maybe analog intervention. And not to say that I don't have analog intervention, because like I say, I use the MPC different than everybody else. I don't 2-track in my motherfucking computer. I track everything out. So yeah, I use my shit way differently than y'all. Y'all probably 2-track shit in y'all computer because y'all too lazy. Or y'all just keep the shit in y'all device. But no, I use the device as an instrument. It's just every instrument in the band. And then I track the band out. I record the band after we get through practicing. After I make stuff in this device and I jam out, then I track every different loop out. And then sometimes I might automate different effects on different loops throughout the loop to change the loop and the effect, and then stick it in the song. And then in the song, I'll have a different effect on that loop. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do a lot of other stuff than just track it out and just put it in the computer. But I make sure when I'm in my MPC Key 61, I make sure it sounds great coming straight out of the Key 61 through effects and through analog intervention. So I think a lot of y'all thinking that, oh, this person used it just like me, or this person used it just like me. It ain't like that. I think y'all are like really tripping when y'all are saying that everybody use the MPC like y'all. Everybody don't use the MPC like you do. Everybody use it differently, and everybody wants something out of it differently. That's why Roger Lynn said what he said. He said everybody up here do something unique with the device. That's why the device is unique, and that's why a lot of people look to you guys and want the device, because a lot of hits are made but you guys have painted the picture differently every time with the device. The device has been used in multiple different settings on multiple different hits in multiple different ways. So you got to find your way of how you use the device. I know how I use my Key 61. My Key 61 is everything I dream of. It's my Cord Chrome. It's my Cord Triton LE. It's an MPC 3000 we had back in the day. It's an ASR 10 that we had back in the day too, when we was in the hood. Man, it's everything. And it's FL Studios all in one. It's all that shit all in one. And it's Reasons, because it's got plugins. Because I used to use Reasons too. So it's my whole history of everything I use. So you tell me what the MPC mean to you in the comments. This is just what I think about it. So I'm out. Y'all tell me what y'all think down low. All right.